Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a food storage update slash maintenance video today. It is time. Excuse my man voice. I have a terrible ragweed allergy and the ragweed is terrible in Michigan right now. And I spent a ton of time outside this weekend, so now I am like paying the price. But we're down in my food storage basement. This is our big storage room down in our basement. And so really my goal for today is to take a good inventory. I've never had a good inventory of exactly what we have down here. And then I also need, I brought our food storage to the place that we were able to do it with the funds that we had. I'm getting ready for a month-long grocery shopping trip, and there are still a few items that I would like to add to this, and so I want to get this done before I go on that shopping trip. We have a little extra money right now that we can dedicate towards this. So two things that I have already ordered are powdered eggs and like bulk molasses. So those two things are coming in the mail. So yeah, I just have a good old-fashioned notebook and a pen, and I'm just gonna start from top to bottom, and I'm just going to take inventory of what I have. So that should tell me a lot. I've done a really good job of rotating food through, so there's really nothing, that should have gotten away from me. The other thing I'm gonna do is I started writing the expiration dates on the cans as I put them away, like from a grocery shopping trip, but then I just kind of stopped. So I will have my marker out, and if I come across stuff that's not, like if the expiration date is not in black marker, I will do that because it's just a lot easier to see. So I'm gonna get at it. Something I am noticing here is that I just sort of stopped with my spices. So I have like a couple of big things, like we use this all the time. I've got some bouillon and this is our favorite red curry paste. That's actually on my list to get more of. Giant thing of this Creole seasoning that we like. And I do have some baking soda and baking powder. I definitely need more salt, and I do really I prefer this, so I need to go to TJ Maxx or Marshall's and get more of that. One more kosher salt, cornstarch, and yeast. So I need to add to my list some more baking and spices specifically, because I do have a pretty extensive spice cupboard upstairs, but I make our taco seasoning and stuff, and like when you're eating beans and stuff, you need a lot of spices. So I'm gonna go add like chili powder, cumin, onion powder, all that sort of stuff to my grocery list right now. Here is where I keep my flour, sugar, rice in these two things. And I know I've gotten into these and have not replenished, so I need to get a really good count here. This is sauerkraut that I have going right now. It's still fermenting, so I included that, but it's still fermenting. So I'm gonna move that and count up what's in these tubs. discovered that I definitely need more sugar. I do have a lot of honey. This is the only bag of sugar that I have, and I need to rebag that because it's got a little tear in there. So that is definitely going on my list. Lots of rice in the bottom of there. So I just need to do the math, which I never took the time to do, to see how many pounds of the staples that you need for 5 people. So I am going to do that as part of this inventory, is just make sure that I have enough flour, sugar, rice, dried beans, that sort of thing. Right. I am done with that big shelf. I did not inventory the toilet paper because I know I have enough. Every time I've gone to the store, I've just grabbed 2 and stored it down here. So all that is canning supplies, empty jars. So I just have this little bit left, and then I can go upstairs and do the math and see how much more of everything that I need. All right, here is the list of stuff that I feel like I am missing or need more of. I really didn't have to do too much labeling. I guess I'd done better than I thought. I just had to label these, and then the flats of stuff, I only labeled 1 because they're all the same. So yeah, just a little bit of things that I still need to get, but now I need to go do the math, which is the hard part, and make sure I have enough to feed our family. Really, my goal is a solid 6 months, and I think I'm really close. But again, I need to go do the math to figure it out. All right, as life would have it, it's a couple days later, and I am finishing up kind of the math portion of this. This is my grocery list. I've already added it to my master grocery list, and now I am trying to figure out how many meals I can make with the stuff that I have. Like, for example, refried beans. I know that when we do like tostadas or something, we only use 1 can of refried beans for our family. So we could do, tostadas 12 times. So I definitely need to get more refried beans, which is why I put it on my grocery list here. So that's just kind of what I'm doing. I am going through like the powdered milk. I need to do the math and see like how many servings that is, and that sort of thing. All right, I decided that trying to look up the recommended amounts for everything was too hard and too confusing. So I'm doing it how I know how to do it, is I'm going through, looking at the ingredients, knowing what I would use, and writing down how many meals I can get out of for my own family, the stuff that we have. So I can already tell, and I knew this, but I can already tell that I am short on meat, which we will have an entire freezer full of beef when the cow comes, but obviously we use that. That's not for long-term food storage. If something were to happen, like right now where we're waiting on our cow, I don't have that on the shelves. So I know that that is an area that I need to work on for sure. So that's how I'm just kind of doing the math, and I'm doing dinners first. Then I'm looking at stuff like we have peanut butter, honey, lots of jam. I have everything to make bread. So, we could have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that sort of thing. Here is the result of my math. So I basically just figured out that needed 182 days of meals, and I just started counting up for my family of 5 the ingredients that we would use. So I got it to where I had 182 dinners. I only have 107 lunches, so I need to work on some items for lunch. And then I only have 126 days plus 12 sides worth of breakfast. And then sides could go really with any of the meals. So I have 18 days of hash browns, and these are like days. So I took our family of 5, how many of them we use, and then figured out how many days worth of food. And so I do have enough for each day to only have one side, but obviously that's not enough either because you need more. You know, some dinners you don't need a side with, some lunch you don't need a side with, but more often than not you have a side of something with your main dish. So some of the things that I have added to my list, my grocery list, I went ahead and added, let's see, 2 big bags of bread flour from Sam's. And then I did go ahead and order another can of whole eggs powder because they just were not enough to do baking with as well. And then what else did I add? Oh yes, and I'm continually working on shelf-stable meat and lunch and breakfast items. So like I have enough rice for like 75 meals, but I don't have like stir-fry vegetables to go with that, or, you know, enough chicken to go with that. So I did add some more cans of chicken to my Sam's Club order, and then there are some things from Walmart I'm getting as well. I did find some powdered buttermilk from Walmart, and like some of those greens and stir-fry vegetables that are in the cans to be able to bulk up these rice meals and to have as more sides. So that is my plan. This, I'm glad I did this because I needed to see exactly what I could make with the ingredients that we had. I still have a little ways to go, but I'm getting really close to having 6 months worth of food for our family. So now my inventory, I am going to rewrite it into categories just so it's a little easier to take care of. And then this will go downstairs in my food storage room just so I have it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.